Two powerhouses in AI creativity. One can write, the other can draw. Which one really delivers? On the left, Claude, safe, ethical, and powerful for text and coding. And on the right, DALL-E, pioneering AI for stunning image generation. Let's skip the buzzwords and get to the real stuff. Each category earns points, and at the end, you'll see exactly who comes out on top. The result might not be what you expect.
Here's a mind map laying out all the things we're going to compare. Core function, coding and developer tools, image generation, context and content capacity, safety and ethical AI, pricing, and user ratings. Got your favorite category already? Let's see what these two bring to the table. Kicking things off with core function. Claude, honestly, it's a beast with languages. Need coding, analysis, or even some deep documentation? It's got your back. Plus, it laser focuses on ethical stuff, which is kind of cool. But don't ask Claude for a drawing. It's strictly text. Now, DALL-E is the exact flip. It takes your prompt and boom, gives you an image that can look incredibly lifelike or just wildly creative. Really nice integration too, so you can play with it via ChatGPT. Downside, if you want explanations or like any code, nope, it won't help. So for pure text, Claude rules, and for visuals, DALL-E wins. Here, honestly, it's a tie. Two different skill sets. Pick your weapon. On to coding and developer tools. So Claude makes developers' lives way easier. You get real-time code output, debugging, support for multiple languages, even super clear technical explanations. Sometimes it needs a little nudge if things get hairy, and occasionally the code can vary a bit in quality, but still, pretty awesome. DALL-E, on the other hand, well, there's no point sugarcoating it. It literally can't help with code, like at all. If you're here for developer stuff, Claude's the clear winner. Now, image generation. Okay, this is where DALL-E struts its stuff. You toss it almost any prompt and wow, the images are bonkers good. Unique, detailed, just really creative stuff. Even better, it hooks up with ChatGPT if you want to tweak prompts or do a bit of editing. Though, let's be real, it's not Photoshop level editing. Some things still need that human touch to be perfect, but it's wild what you can get. Claude? Well, this is awkward. Claude can't draw, not at all. If you want pictures, DALL-E is your champ, hands down. Oh, and here's something cool. Did you know that DALL-E's images have ended up on real book covers? Meanwhile, Claude's used by lawyers and doctors to draft technical docs. Two AIs, totally different lanes. Context and content capacity. This one's kinda under the radar, but actually super important. Claude supports up to 200,000 tokens. That's like 150K words. If you're reviewing a monster document or wrangling technical data, it can handle it. Sometimes you don't need all that power, like for image-only tasks, but it's still impressive. DALL-E? Not really relevant, honestly. It works with prompts for single images, but can't, keep track of longer text or cross-document stuff. For big projects, Claude takes the win. Let's talk about safety and ethical AI. Claude is practically famous for this. It's got something called constitutional AI, which sounds fancy, but really means it's aligned with human values and won't go off the rails. That said, sometimes it's a little too careful and won't answer borderline stuff. DALL-E also does a decent job blocking explicit material, and its filters are way better lately. But, and it's a bit of a meh, it doesn't really explain why something gets blocked. Just nope. In terms of actual safety, Claude's ahead. And now, pricing. Claude gives you flexible options depending on if you're pro or enterprise, but prices can be kind of mysterious. Seriously, just tell me what it costs. DALL-E, though, is pretty straightforward and affordable for regular text-to-image tasks. If you want big or fancy images, prices can add up, but for most folks, it's budget-friendly. DALL-E wins for price clarity and casual use. Last up, user ratings for 2025. So Claude gets some serious love from developers and professionals. Reliability, helpfulness, people dig it. Of course, anyone who wants to work with images, not so much. DALL-E is adored by the creative crowd, especially for how fun it is and how fast it responds in prompt. But its user numbers are a bit more niche, so fewer reviews. Overall, Claude edges in front for broader satisfaction. Okay, check out this radar chart. Claude's peaking in text, code, and context, while DALL-E just blows past for image generation. You can totally see their strengths split visually. So, my take? If you want killer text smarts, writing, analysis, code, Claude is your go-to. But if you're itching to spin a prompt into stunning visuals,
DALL-E owns it. Seriously, just match your vibe. Words? Go with Claude. Visuals? DALL-E.
You know what?
Which AI do you need next? Dive in deeper and see which one sparks your creativity.